Good morning, all of you. Hello. So, we learned to value the perquisite residential accommodation, right? Now, motor car. For example, motor car is provided to employee. It is also one type of employee, perquisite. It is also taxable. How? Let's take one by one. Here also, it depends upon the circumstances, and again, it depends upon the cubic capacity of engine. So, it depends upon the characteristics. House property કર્યું ત્યારે furnished unfurnished, because house property ના characteristics શું હોય, furnished હોય અથવા unfurnished હોય. Same way, motor car either સીસી સાંભળ્યું તમે કેટલા સીસી ની ગાડી છે એવું કોઈ ઘણા પૂછે તો કોઈ વન વન 1 લીટર છે, 1.2 લીટર્સ છે, 1.6 લીટર્સ છે, 2 લીટર્સ એન્ડ સો ઓન. હેવ યુ હર્ડ ઇટ? Same way, if your cubic capacity means Cc, when your Cc of engine is less than 1.6 liter and when your Cc capacity is more than 1.6 liter. Now, where the motor car is owned and hired by employer. સમજો આ થોડુંક ટ્રિકી છે. When motor car is owned and hired by employer. Employer ની જ motor car છે અથવા employer એ hire કરી છે. And used fully and exclusively for the purpose of official duty. ઓફિસના કામ માટે જ વપરાય છે, બીજા એકેય કામ માટે વપરાતી નથી. સમજાય છે? ઓનલી ઓફિસ વર્ક સિવાય કોઈ કામ નહીં. Then not a perquisite. Not a perquisite. બેયમાં ઈ perquisite છે નહીં. It is not at all considered as perquisite. Why? Because in both the situation it is not perquisite. Sir, કેવી રીતે perquisite નથી? For example, HDFC Bank has provided me Honda Amaze and it is for only official duties. Personal કામ માટે કાંઈ નહીં કરવાનું. તો ઓફિસ માટે જ કામ કરું છું, ઓફિસ માટે જ મને ગાડી મળી જાય તો મને શું બેનિફિટ? કાંઈ નહીં. તો મારા માટે perquisite નથી. Okay? Then used exclusively for private or personal expense. Exclusively for private અથવા personal purpose. Then actual amount of expenditure incurred by employer on running and maintenance of motor car. જે કાંઈ પણ બી expense થાય, બધા expense. Sir, બધા? Yes. Why? Because only for private purpose. Now, HDFC Bank has given me Honda Amaze for my private purpose only, for my personal reason. હું જે કરવું એ. હું એને રોજ 400 કિલોમીટર ફેરવું, રોજ 100 કિલોમીટર ફેરવું, રોજ ફેરવું જ નહીં. It depends upon me, મારા ઉપર. Including any remuneration, if any, paid by employer to chauffeur. Sir, chauffeur એટલે શું? Driver. Okay? Increased by the amount representing normal wear and tear of motor vehicle. increased by amount representing normal wear and tear of motor car and reduced by amount charged from the employee of such use. For example, Honda Amaze na હું 2000 rupees per month આપું છું, then it will be reduced by the amount I am giving to my employer. સમજાણું? Easy? First point, fully official use, તો perquisite જ નથી. Second point, fully personal use, and it will be considered as, here the same thing is written, here the same thing is written. Okay, ચલો 2 point clear કે નહીં? પેલા class, fully official and fully personal. Fully official not taxable, fully personal fully taxable. ચલો હવે important point number C. It is used partly in the performance of duty and partly for the personal use. એટલે કે સર હું ઓફિસના કામ બધા કરીશ, but after official duties હોન્ડા અમેઝ હું ગમે એમ વાપરું. It is my personal use. હું મુંબઈથી મહાબળેશ્વર લઈ જાઉં, મુંબઈથી રાજકોટ લઈને આવું, that is my concern. કે હું વાપરું જ નહીં, that is my concern. Okay, so in that case જો 1.2 1.6 liters કરતા ઓછી સીસી હોય, if it is less than or equal to 1.6 liters, so then 1800 rupees plus 900 rupees if it is provided with chauffeur. Chauffeur એટલે driver. If it is provided with driver, then 2400 rupees plus 900 rupees if provided with chauffeur. Chauffeur એટલે driver. સમજાણે છે? But આ ક્યારે? When the expenses of maintenance and running are met by employer. Employer બધું આપે છે, maintenance ના, running ના, તો 1800 plus 900 અથવા 2400 plus 900 driver સાથે હોય તો. Sir, but expenses of running and maintenance for the private and personal are fully made by me only, એટલે કે employee only, SSE only, then 600 rupees plus 900 rupees with chauffeur and 900 rupees plus 900 rupees with chauffeur. આ સમજાણું? Class, driver, yes, driver. હવે ટોટલ રિવર્સ સિચ્યુએશન, ટોટલ રિવર્સ. આ અત્યાર સુધી કોની વાત હતી? કાર કોની હતી? એમ્પ્લોયરની. અને આ બધું થતું. હવે ટોટલ રિવર્સ, કાર કોની? એમ્પ્લોયીની. નાઉ where the employee owns motor car but the actual running and maintenance charges including remuneration of chauffeur are met or reimbursed to him by employer. First point, such reimbursement is done fully for official purpose. કાર ભલે મારી છે, કાર ભલે મારી, but expense કોણ આપે છે? સર એમ્પ્લોયર આપે છે. શેના માટે આપે છે? સર પૂરેપૂરું હું તો ઓફિસ માટે જ યુઝ કરું છું, એના માટે આપે છે. ધેન અગેન નોટ અ પરક્વિઝિટ, અગેન નોટ અ પરક્વિઝિટ. સમજાણું? એટલે કે સર ઓફિસ માટે જ પૂરેપૂરું યુઝ કરો, ધેન ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ અ પરક્વિઝિટ. Second point, such reimbursement is for partly official and partly personal. Partly official and partly personal. Then actual amount of expenditure incurred by employer as reduced by the amount specified in serial number 1 C and Roman digit 1. એટલે કે 1C1 શું છે 1C1? Here this one. સર ઈ કેવી રીતે? 1 serial number, એમાં C here, એમાં 1 here. Expenses are made by employer. So the actual amount of expenditure incurred by employer as reduced by the amount specified in serial number 1C1. And here actual amount of expenditure, same point, incurred by employer as reduced by 1C1. Done? Now third point, where the employee owns any other automotive conveyance but the actual running and maintenance charges are met and reimbursed by him. By him means employer. And such reimbursement is for the use of fully and exclusively for office purpose. Then again, not a perquisite. And it is not applicable. એટલે કે 1.6 લીટર્સથી વધારેનું કોઈ ઓટોમેટિવ વ્હીકલ કન્વેયન્સ નહીં હોય. And again, the reimbursement is for the use of vehicle partly for office, partly for personal, then actual expenditure met by employer as reduced by rupees 900. That is us not. Wait, let's see the note number 2. But પેલા table complete clear છે કે નહીં? Is it clear or not? Okay. Now here it is written note number 2. Earlier it was written read note number 2. Notes are for reading purpose only. When more than one motor car applied, so you have to act accordingly. That is what written over here. And documents to be maintained. Document means RC book and so on. Insurance. Where the employer or employee claims that motor car is used fully and exclusively in the performance of official duty or actual expense on running and maintenance of motor car owned by employee for official purpose and is more than the amount deductible under section serial number 2B or 2C or 3B of the above table, he may claim higher amount attributable to such official use, and the value of perquisite in such a case shall be actual amount of charges met or reimbursed by employer as reduced by such higher amount attributable to official use of vehicle provided the following conditions are satisfied. What kind of first one, employer has maintained complete detail of journey. એક એક કિલોમીટરનો હિસાબ હોય એની પાસે. આના માટે આ યુઝ થયું છે સર, એવું ક્યાં લખ્યું વાંચો. ઇન્ક્લુડ ડેટ ઓફ જર્ની, ડેસ્ટિનેશન, માઇલેજ, અમાઉન્ટ ઓફ એક્સપેન્ડિચર, બધી ડિટેલમાં મેન્ટેન કરતા હોય. સર એ તો ખોટું કરે. લુક, we are here for reading theories only. We are not supposed to analyze anyone કે ભાઈ તો ખોટું કરે સાચું કરે. Now that is practical approach. Then it will be practical. એ શું કરે છે? An employer gives certificate to the effect that expenditure was incurred fully and exclusively for the purpose of official duties only. Done? I think it's clear. So we have residential accommodation, then we have done motor car. Now, valuation of benefit of domestic servant. કોઈ servant આપે છે company. If servants are engaged by employee and employer, paid or reimbursed the employee for wages of such servants, it will be perquisite in the hands of all employees. But if domestic servants are engaged by employer and facility of such servant is provided to employee, it will be perquisite in the hands of specified employees only. હું સ્પેસિફિકલી એક જ કોઈ એમ્પ્લોય માટે રાખું છું, એને એમ્પ્લોયર દ્વારા રાખવામાં આવે છે, then it is considered as perquisite. The value of benefit of to the employee or any member of his household resulting from the provision of by employer of services of a sweeper, gardener, watchman, personal attendant shall be actual cost of employer, and that actual cost will be reduced by anything received from employee. South easy, very easy point. Read illustration number 19 and try to solve. Illustration number 19. Chalo, what is the answer? Very easy question. Mr. X and Mr. Y are working in Gamma Limited as per salary fixation norms. The following particulars or perquisites are offered. Okay, perquisites AIPA. First one, Mr. X who engaged domestic servant, 5,500 rupees per month. His employer reimbursed the entire salary paid to domestic servant, that is 500 rupees. But for Y, he was provided with domestic servant 500 rupees per month as a part of remuneration package. બેમાંથી કોનું remuneration taxable થશે? Okay, Krutik Farjan. Right answer. In case of Mr. X, it becomes an obligation which the employee would have discharged even if the employer didn't reimburse the same. Hence, the perquisite will be covered and will be taxable in the hands of Mr. X only. But in case of Mr. Y, it is considered as an obligation of Mr. Y only, employee only. He might not choose to have domestic servant. એ ના પાડી દે નથી જો તમારે એમ્પ્લોયી હું પછી 500 રૂપિયા હું રાખીશ હું કામ કરી લઈશ ઘરનું. It's not perquisite. Now, valuation of gas, electricity, water supplied by employer. चलो बाकीના સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ક્લિયર કે નહીં? Okay. So I have checked your papers, income tax. One student is failed and rest of the students have cleared. I don't know the score that which student is first, who is not. But the highest mark is 26. Total 12 students have given the exam. 11 cleared the exam. 1 is failed. Okay. I will upload the marks by tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Okay. It means within this week you will know the marks of income tax and accounting standard. So now, if gas, electricity, water connections are taken by employee and employer paid or reimbursed the same, it will be perquisite in the hands of all employees. But if the gas, electricity, water connections are taken in the name of employer and facility of such supplies are provided to employee, then it is considered as perquisite. Now, this is very easy. All these things are very easy. Valuation of free and concessional education facilities. Educational facility is provided by employer or free education facilities are allowed in any other education institution by reason of being an employment of that employer, and the cost of such education in similar institution in or near locality, the value of benefit will be considered as perquisite. However, there would be no perquisite if the cost of such education or the value of such benefit per child does not exceed 1000 rupees per month. But in case of others, the amount of expenditure incurred by employer on their behalf will be considered as perquisites. Where the amount is paid or recovered from employee on that account will be reduced. This is the common line. જે કાંઈ પણ બી એમ્પ્લોયી પાસેથી રિકવર કરો એ બધું માઇનસ થઈ જાય કારણ કે તો એ વર્કવિઝિટ જ ન કહેવાય તમે એમ્પ્લોયી પાસેથી જ અમાઉન્ટ લઈ લ્યો છો તો રાઈટ. Now the exemption 1000 per month is allowed only in case of educational facility provided to children of employee, not in case of education facility provided to other household members. Other household members માટે નથી, only for children. Now free concessional tickets. Value of any benefit or amenity resulting from the provision by employer who is engaged in the carriage of passengers or good to any employee or any member of household for private or personal journey free of cost or concessional fare, or any conveyance owned and leased or made available by other engage arrangements by such employer for the purpose of transport of passengers or goods, shall be taken into the value of such benefit, and it will be taxable, or it will be considered as perquisite, but as reduced or recovered from employee for such benefit or amenity. However, there will not be such perquisite to the employees of an airline or railways. This is not applicable to airlines and airways. So only road transport. Now, H again, any fringe benefits or amenities given is taxable. Interest free or concessional loan. I have given you the example. HDFC Bank 6.5 percentage and 2 percentage. Other employee દેવાંશને 6.5% થી આપતા હતા, મને 2% થી આપતા હતા. Why? Because I am an employee of Kotak Mahindra or HDFC and so on. યાદ આવ્યું? Now, let's check. The value of benefit to the SSE resulting from the provision of interest free or concessional loan for the purpose made available to employer and member of household during the relevant previous year by employer or any other person on behalf of such on behalf of on behalf shall be determined as such the sum equal to the interest computed at the rate charged per annum by State Bank of India as on the first day of relevant previous year in respect of the loans for the same purpose advanced by it on the maximum outstanding monthly balance as reduced by the interest, if any, actually paid by him or any other member of household. However, no value would be charged if such loans are made available for medical treatment in respect of prescribed disease like cancer, tuberculosis, etc., or where the loan amount are not exceeding 20,000 rupees. Sir, 15,000 ની લોન લીધી, so એ consider થાય, so એ નાની amount consider થાય નહીં. That will not be considered as employee perquisite. Done? Now any accommodation, traveling, touring are provided. આ બધા સ્મોલ પોઈન્ટ્સ છે, હવે બધા મોટા મોટા પોઈન્ટ્સ બધા પૂરા, ઓલમોસ્ટ ડન. The traveling, touring, accommodation. If traveling, touring, accommodation expenses are paid or reimbursed by employer, then again taxable. But anything recovered from employee, then it is not taxable. If traveling, touring, accommodation facilities are maintained by employer to particular employees only, where the such facility is maintained by employer and is not available uniformly to all employees, the value of benefit shall be taken to be the value at which the facilities are offered by other agencies to the public. For example, I am providing any facility to my employees. Sir, how to count the value? Value કેમ count થાય? તો other agencies આ કોઈ public ને service આપતી હોય, એની જે value આવે, that will be same considered as perquisite in the case of particular employees only. Now, pre-concessional food. No, I am not, as I have earlier told you, તમે એક એક point એક એક line by line read કરશો, then it has more than 120 pages. It will take 2.5 months to complete. If you read the points, you will be able to know what is important and what is not. And if you still have any doubt, then you can anytime ask me. Like a free or concessional food, this is not the topic to be discussed. આ ટોપિક જ નથી ડિસ્કસ કરવા માટે. Why? Because so many points like rent free accommodation, motor car, in which you have to apply your mind. તમારે તમારું માઇન્ડ એપ્લાય કરવાનું આવે. બટ સર ફૂડ આપ્યું તો you know the concept food is taxable, but up to 50 rupees per meal it is not taxable. Look, છે આવા કાંઈ એપ્લાય કરવાનું લોજિક. Even 10th standard student can get it, but still if you have any doubt then you can ask me. Okay, any gift provided, limit is 5,000. So limit is most important. However, the value of such gift, voucher, as the case may be, is given below 5,000, then it is not taxable. It is not considered as perquisite. The value will be zero. Credit card expense. Now credit card provided to employee, but payment are done by employer. Then again it will be taxable. Any club membership, Emerald Club, Karnavati Club, and so on. Now use of movable asset. So what kind of movable asset? Mobile, laptop, computer, two-wheelers, and so on. So any asset given like laptop, computer, nil. That is, there is nothing like perquisite. But other than laptop, computer, and assets specified already specified earlier, then એટલે કે મોટર કાર આવી ગઈ ને earlier એટલે એની વાત છે. એના સિવાય 10% per annum of actual cost of such asset or the amount of rent charged or paid or payable by employer as the case may be. 10%. Again, anything received from employer, employee, કોઈ પણ બી employee પાસેથી લઈ લીધું તો again not taxable. Now, sir, use માટે નહીં, transfer જ કરી દીધી તો આપી જ દીધી. Then you have to apply, sir, value find કરવી પડશે. Then you have to apply the depreciation formulas. Computer and electronic item, then depreciated value of asset is depreciation is computed at the rate 50% on the WDV for each completed year of usage. So depreciation is counted at the rate 50% and value is WDV. બે જ વસ્તુ યાદ રાખવાની, percentage અને કઈ ફોર્મ્યુલા છે, WDV છે કે SLM. Then sir, motor car depreciation, depreciated value of asset 20%, WDV again completed years of usage. Any other asset, આ ટ્રાન્સફર કરી દીધાની વાત છે. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ કોઈ કાર, કોઈ એની અધર એસેટ મોબાઈલ, કોમ્પ્યુટર, લેપટોપ કંપનીના હતા અને એ ટ્રાન્સફર કરી દીધા કે ભાઈ જાઓ તમારા આવે વાપરો એમ. Depreciated value of asset 10% on SLM, અહીંયા SLM આવશે, and anything completed year of usage. સમજાય છે ક્લાસ? ચલો જાગો. Are you getting this? You are also feeling કે સર કેટલું બધું સેલેરીમાં આવી ગયું, કેટલું બધી વસ્તુ. સેલેરીની ડેફિનેશન આવી, then HRA, then retirement benefits, gratuity, pension, provident fund, leave encashment salary, retrenchment compensation, perquisites. perquisitesમાં કેટલા બધા પોઈન્ટ આવી ગયા. આટલું બધું પૂછાય? આન્સર ઇઝ ઓબ્વિયસલી નો. જે મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ હોય એ જ પૂછાય. And you know most important already completed. Now other benefits and remedies or amenities available, try. Now, full-fledged question. Illustration number 20. Try this illustration at home. Please, please, please try this illustration at home. Because, look, many points are covered. Gratuity covered, leave encashment covered, then any car depreciation rate 15 percentage, and so all the things are covered. Commutation of pension. Now how gift voucher આપ્યું છે 6000, so you know 5000 સુધી exempt હમણાં જ કર્યું આપણે. Please try this question at home. Okay. Because આપણે અત્યારે કરશું તો 3 લેક્ચર જોશે, 2 થી 3 ઓનલાઈનમાં છે. કેટલો મોટો ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર છે. Then illustration number 21. Now these are gigantic questions. Okay, try to solve. અને ક્યાંય પણ અટકો then please anytime call me, sir, this is the screenshot, I અટકો છું, please solve this. Okay, we will definitely solve. Valuation of any specified security or sweat equity shares are given. If the shares are given, then if it is in listed in recognized stock exchange, the value of shares on the date on which it is given, opening price, closing price, average will be counted. The fair market value shall be average of opening and closing. If it is listed in more than one recognized exchange, then the fair market value shall be average and having highest volume of trading in shares. If no trading in shares in recognized stock exchange, then the closing price of such share on a recognized stock exchange on a date closest to the date of exercising the option and immediately preceding the date. આ બધું એક્ઝામમાં કદાચ પૂછાય તો તમને આપેલું છે. Don't worry at all. Let's take one example. Chalo. So your doubts will be cleared. Illustration number 22. Chalo. AB Limited allotted 1000 sweat equity shares. First of all, I think you know what is the meaning of sweat equity shares, right? બધાને ખ્યાલ છે ને sweat equity shares? Class, sweat equity shares 11th 12th માં ફર્સ્ટ યર ઓફ બીકોમ ઓનર્સ ક્યાંય નથી આવ્યું? આઈ થિંક આવી જ ગયું હોય. Are you there, class? Yes. ઓકે, ઘણી વાર લાગી આન્સર આવતા બધે. ક્યાં હતા? 12 વાગ્યા ગયા હતા સર? ભલે બોલે રાખે એમ. ઓકે, નેટવર્ક કોઈ વાંધો નહીં. ચાલો. So AB Company Limited allotted 1000 equity shares to Sri Chand in June 2021. The shares were allotted at 2000 rupees per share as against the fair market value 300 per share. 200 per shares માં allot કર્યા. fair market value કેટલી હતી? 300. Okay. The date of exercise of option by allottee, that is Chand, Sri Chand. The fair market value was computed in accordance with the method prescribed under the Act. Okay. So what is the value of sweat equity shares? What is the value of perquisite? શું થાય value of perquisite? ચલો answer. 200 ના shares, 300 ના shares, 200 માં આપ્યા. What is the value of perquisite? આરામથી આન્સર આપો. Read the question properly. Easy છે સાવ. સર 300 ના શેર્સ અને 200 માં આપે તો મારું બેનિફિટ કેટલું થાય? 100. યસ, એક્ઝેક્ટલી શ્રીના. સર એક શેર ના 100 તો મલ્ટીપ્લાય બાય 1000. સર 1 લાખ રૂપી. સર વેરી ઇઝી. ડન. એન્ડ આ ક્વેશ્ચન નો આન્સર તમને નહીં આવડે. Why? Because it is the capital gain question. In case of subsequent sale of shares by Sri Chand, હવે Sri Chand આગળ વેચે તો શું થશે? તો એ કેપિટલ ગેઇન થાય. શું થાય? કેપિટલ ગેઇન. વાંચો સેક્શન 49. સર 49 સુધી તો પહોંચ્યા જ નથી. એ ક્યાં આવશે? કેપિટલ ગેઇનમાં. આગળ વેચે તો એના માટે શું કોસ્ટ થાય? આગળ વેચે તો એના માટે કોસ્ટ બને 3 લાખ રૂપીસ. સર આઈપા 2 લાખમાં કોસ્ટ 3 લાખ. હા, કોસ્ટ વિલ બી 3 લાખ. સમજાણું? So these are the points that can be done by reading only. Valuation of specified securities not being equity shares in a company. The fair market value of specified securities not being equity shares on the date on which the option is exercised shall be the value of such perquisite on specified date. Specified date એટલે the date of exercising the option or at any date earlier than the date of exercising of option, not being a date which is more than 180 days earlier than the date of exercising. Definitions are given. Illustration 13. Accommodation, furniture, car and gift voucher. 4 points are covered. Try to solve. If you will not be able to solve, then tell me. The last and most important part. One more point is remaining after deduction, but the most important part is this: deductions from salary. The income chargeable under the head salary is computed after making the following deductions. So 3 deductions are available. First one and most important, standard deduction. Standard deduction is 50,000 rupees or the amount of salary, whichever is lower. Sir, my salary is 3 lakh rupees. and it will be considered as 3 lakh minus standard deduction 50,000. 2 lakh 50,000. So my salary is 10 lakh rupees. And 10 lakh minus 50,000. You will get the answer. So 50,000 standard deduction available. Sir, my salary is only 35,000 rupees per month. Then 35,000 minus. So standard deduction to 50,000 છે, but available is 35,000. So your salary will be nil, zero. કાંઈ salary નથી, કાંઈ ટેક્સ પણ નથી. સર હોય એવા ન હોય, બટ લોસમાં નહીં જાય. ક્યારે સેલેરી લોસમાં હોય નહીં. ક્યારે ક્યાંય કામ કરો ને સામા દેવા પડે એવું થાય નહીં. સમજાણું? એટલે એક્ઝામમાં ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછાય, મિસ્ટર એ હેવિંગ સેલેરી 40,000, what is the tax payable? તો તમે એમ ન કરતા 40,000 minus standard deduction 50,000 minus 10,000 is salary. નો થાય. 50,000 થી વધે તો 50,000 અથવા the salary, amount of salary, whichever is lower. That's it. And entertainment allowance. So standard deduction આટલું જ છે, બસ. હા, એટલું જ છે, પૂરું. Entertainment allowance. Entertainment allowance received is fully taxable and is first to be included in the salary, and then after the following deduction is to be made. એટલે પહેલા સેલેરીમાં એડ થશે and then deduction is allowed. However, deduction in respect of entertainment allowance is available in case of government employee. Government employee ને મળે છે. And lower of the following: 1/5 of basic salary, or 5,000 rupees, or entertainment allowance actually received, whichever is lower. 1/5 એટલે 20% of salary. 20% salary, 5,000 rupees અથવા entertainment allowance, whichever is lower. Amount actually spent by employee towards the entertainment out of the entertainment allowance received by him is not relevant consideration at all. E count થાય નહીં. Professional tax. પ્રોફેશનલ ટેક્સ તમારામાંથી કોઈ પણ બીના પપ્પા ગવર્મેન્ટ એમ્પ્લોયી હોય કે રેગ્યુલર એમ્પ્લોયી હોય ને, તો એને કહેજો ફોર્મ નંબર 16 છે તમારી પાસે, ફોર્મ 16, એમાં બધું આવશે તમને, આખું સેલેરી સમજાઈ જશે. ઇફ એની ઓફ યોર રિલેટિવ્સ આર ડુઈંગ જોબ, એમને પૂછજો, યુ હેવ ફોર્મ નંબર 16, દેન પ્લીઝ એની પીડીએફ આપો મને, કા હાર્ડ કોપી આપો, ચેક કરજો, બધું સમજાઈ જશે તમને. ઓલ ધ થિંગ્સ આર ધેર. Professional tax or employment levied by statute under Article 276 of Constitution is allowed as deduction when and only when it is paid. આ paid કરો તો જ મળે, due થાય તો ન મળે. Total amount is 2,500 per annum. Max to max 2,500 rupees જ મળે, એનાથી વધારે નહીં. ઓકે, જનરલી એવરી મંથ 200 રૂપીસ ડિડક્ટ કરે તમારો એમ્પ્લોયર હોય ને, કોઈ પણ બી ફોર્મ નંબર 16 જોશો ને એટલે 200 રૂપીસ પર મંથ ડિડક્ટ થાય પ્રોફેશનલ ટેક્સના. એટલે એવરી યર 2,400 રૂપીસ થાય. ડન? Look, gross salary તો તમને ખ્યાલ જ છે, how to calculate. Then deductions available under section 16, standard deduction for 50,000 minus. Then entertainment allowance, least of these three, That is 4,000 is allowed, and professional tax paid is allowed 2,000 rupees. Entertainment allowance માં પેલા add થાય then less થાય કીધું તું તો then જો here it is added first to 4,000 and then it is allowed as deduction. Allowance received 4,000, right? Relief, last point remaining, section number 89. Little bit difficult, not that much difficult, but a little bit. And done. So in next lecture, after completion of relief, we will start your module number 4. Very small module, income from house property. Right? Income from house property, your second head of income. So if you have any doubt, please raise your doubt. Otherwise, આજે આપણે જે 4 to 5 illustrations વચ્ચે ગયા, please solve this. Okay, please આજે જ solve કરી નાખજો. And if you have any doubt, then we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you all of you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Janet.
Sir, when will you upload today's sessions?
Okay, today's session I will upload by today only. Chalo.
Okay, thank you, sir.